The next thing I want to do is create a request class and a response class so that I can have objects which represent a HTTP request and a HTTP response. But before I do that, I think it would be best to set up some auto loading, because if we're going to be creating a load of new classes, then it's going to really help us out if we have auto loading in place. One other thing which I should mention is that since the end of the last recording, I've just added this line to the top of the index.php file here: declare strict types equals 1. So now we'll have strict typing, and I think that will also be beneficial. If you want to know more about that kind of stuff, just check out the Object-Oriented PHP course on Gary Clarke Tech. In the root of my project, I'm going to create a file called composer.json. So here there's actually a helper in PHP Storm which will put a bit of boilerplate in there, and then I can just go and fill out the rest of this. If you're not using PHP Storm, just sort of copy what I do here. Behind the scenes, I've filled out some of the boring stuff. Let's do the auto loading here. So add a key called Autoload, and then we want PSR for auto loading for this. So PSR-4, and then what we want to do is we want to map certain namespaces to certain folders. Now the folder structure is going to be very important in this. So because we're kind of building an application but also at the same time building a framework, I want to keep those two things separate. So anything which would form part of the framework that I'm creating, I'm going to put in a folder called framework. And then anything which is the application, because obviously in order to demonstrate this, we're going to need something to demonstrate this. So we're going to have to create some kind of application files as well. And I'll put those in an app folder. So we need to create two mappings here. The framework one, I'm going to map those to a namespace which will comprise of my name plus the word framework maybe. And then for the application, I'll just create a source folder, and then that will map to the namespace app, which is quite a common kind of convention which you'll see in things like Symfony and Laravel. Okay, so hope that's making sense. It certainly will do when I show you this now. So this is going to be our application files. So that is the app namespace, which will map to a folder called source. The two backslashes on the end of there are important, by the way. It won't work without those. PHP Storm's handily asking me if I want to create the directory source, so I might as well do that. Okay, let's go and create another namespace. So here really, if you're creating like a framework or something, you want to come up with a namespace which isn't going to clash with others. It needs to be quite unique. So there's nothing more unique than your name. And I'll then add on the word framework. Okay, so I might change that to something a bit more inspirational later, but for the time being we know that that namespace isn't going to clash with anything else. And all of these files, all my framework files which I create, will go in a folder called framework. Again, PHP Storm is asking me the same question: do I want to create a directory called framework? So we'll say yes. We'll go and check those out. We've created an empty folder called source and one called framework. And then I think what I want to do is actually I'll run the auto loading here. So I have Docker running. If you're not using Docker and you're just going to use your local composer, then just run this command. So composer dump autoload. Okay, so I'm going to do something similar to that. It's not essential because I do have composer on my local machine, but I'm just going to get used to showing you these commands if you do have a Docker container running with PHP and Composer in. So docker compose exec app, and I'll just make this a bit smaller. And so as you can see, docker compose exec app, and then it's the same command after there, composer dump autoload. So basically run this command in this container. Okay, so it's generated our Autoload files. What I want to do now is pull in a package which is going to help us with a bit of development and debugging, and that is Symfony File Dumper. It's something which I use on every single project which I ever create. So, docker compose exec app composer require Symfony /var-dumper dumper. So that will now go and install, and as you can see we have it in our Docker Compose file. I really wanted to pull this in as a dev dependency, so what I'm going to do is actually just change this to require dev. But what this means is that we should now have a vendor folder. As you can see, here it is, and inside of there we've now got our autoload.php, which means we can start auto-loading files, and they'll be auto-loaded from or using these namespaces and these folder locations. So let's go to our index.php and let's add auto-loading at the top. So require once, and we are looking in our root directory for the vendor folder, and inside of that vendor folder the autoload.php file. So dir name, then using the magic constant dir for the directory which we are currently in. That will get us to the root level, and then we're just saying vendor, then autoload.php. And the way that we can check that this is working is to use that package which we just pulled in, which is Symfony var-dumper, and in there is a function called dd that stands for die and dump, and so it will kill the application, then dump out whatever variable you pass it or variables that you pass it. So we'll just say here, then over to the browser, give it a refresh, and that's exactly what we see. So I've not done anything too exciting there, but what we have done is we've got ourselves set up so that we can now go and start creating classes, and we'll start working on the request class in the next one.